What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to something very controversial that Donald Trump said about Canada. Can't wait to see this. Apparently, he was giving a speech in Las Vegas very recently, and he went off the rails again. By the way, can't believe that this is just becoming normal behavior from the President of the United States. Just getting up there and ranting. Just the fact that this is considered normal or okay here in the US. Like, I feel like in the United States, we have had so much Donald Trump overload. He's been president so much, leading the US. We've seen him so much talking and saying outrageous things that we've stopped realizing how crazy it all is, or like we don't give it nearly enough. We don't call it out for how insane it all is. And it's like a lot of Americans even have this thought of like, that's just Donald Trump, that's what he does, what he got up there and said something kind of kooky. Well, whatever. That's just Trump. It's fine. It's like, no, no, that's not how it should be. That's not how we shouldn't be okay with that. So, yeah, can't help but start thinking about all that. Like, as an American, like, just looking at how our society has viewed this stuff. And so, anyway, today I'm just curious to see how much more damage Trump has managed to cause in our relationship with Canada, which has already been a disaster. Um, so, what on earth has he said this time? Let's take a look.
I want to thank all of the policies and all of the things we put it together between the tariffs that have been the tariffs have made us rich. Remember, I used to say,
He's literally, oh my god. He almost turned me into like a space alien right then. Did you hear? What was that noise? It's like that's really how I feel when I hear him say something like that. That's my genuine thoughts. Like, just like gonna keel over, or like an alien's gonna come out of me. Because I don't know. When you hear stuff like this, like, especially when you understand how much of a disaster tariffs have been for the United States, how he's using them to try to hurt Canada, how it's all destroying our relationship with Canada, how much this has hurt the American people. Like, it's insulting. Americans, not just Canadians, but Americans too, should be insulted by what he's saying. The audacity to say tariffs are, what did he say at the beginning? Did he say thank you? Wait, what?
I want to thank all of the policies and all of the
What does that mean? You came up with the policies. You want to thank yourself? He's thanking himself. Has there any been has there ever been anybody on earth quite like Donald Trump? He's standing up there announcing a thanks to himself for his own stupid thoughts and policies? Okay.
things we put it together between the tariffs that have been the tariffs have made us rich. Remember, I used to say,
That's insulting. For many reasons. One that sticks out to me as an American is that if you've been following any of this, basically all of the tariffs that have been in effect for the last year, The Supreme Court of the United States overruled those. Those were illegal. We are not allowed to collect revenue from any of that. None of that money from tariffs is going to the United States government like it was supposed to. So what's happening is like $170 billion, I think, is being refunded from the US government, all the tariff money. It's being refunded back to the companies who paid it. Now, I'm sure those companies are very pleased about all that. It's a total disaster for Trump's tariff philosophies, total embarrassment. He's pretending like none of that ever happened. And one of the most triggering parts for the American people is that the effects of the tariffs still are hurting us, as in tariffing goods from other countries, such as Canada, is raising the cost of stuff in the US. All of the stuff costs more, and it's annoying. It's very bad for us. So the American people have been paying more and more and more for the cost of goods in the US because of these stupid tariffs. And then we come to find out all of it was illegal, and all that money is going back to not me, not the American people who paid it. It's going back to the companies. So they're benefiting immensely, while the American people have been screwed over every which way by this. Yeah, it's just like it's a middle finger. It's everything. I don't even know if a lot of Americans really understand what happened with the tariffs. And of course, the tariffs are meant to hurt the Canadian economy and hurt Canadians as well. It just hurts everyone, and he has the audacity to stand up there and act like this was a success. That's the definition of insanity.
The tariffs are my favorite word. I love tariffs. They're my favorite word in the...
Like, is he trying to be funny? Like, it's not fun. Like, what even is this? Who is this crowd? Why are they cheering? Like, it's none of it is even fun. Even the stupid way he's saying this stuff isn't funny, because it's really hurting people.
Dictionary tariff. I love tariffs, right? Because we've been screwed by tariffs used against us for years by China, by Japan, by South Korea, by Germany, by everybody, by Canada. Canada's nasty. They are. They're nasty. People think Canada, they're nasty. I love the people, but they're nasty.
What is he saying? What is, where are we? What is happening? Is this reality? This is a simulation. This is AI. This isn't real, right? What is he going on about? And then it's like, who are these morons in the crowd that are laughing? They should be crying. They should be outraged. The crowd is, whoever these people are like, they think it's funny that he's calling Canadians nasty people. He's literally, blatantly, openly insulting Canadians. Not even trying to do it in any kind of like, oh, I disagree with this trade policy or that philosophy. It's just he's calling Canadians nasty? Nasty people. For one thing, there's so many things you could talk about here. On a fundamental level, Canadians are known as being some of the nicest, kindest, polite people. Just like, if we're just generally speaking, just on the surface, already the whole statement is preposterous, because Canadians are very well loved by, I think Canada is like the most loved country, or one of the most loved. So,
my favorite word. I love tariffs. They're my favorite. Been screwed by tariffs used against us for years by Canada. Canada's nasty. They are. They're nasty. People think Canada, they're nasty. I love the people, but they're nasty. Nasty.
What is that? What's with that? That's I love the stupid little Trumpism. Like he think he's like fooling anybody when he's like Canada's nasty, nasty, nasty people. I love the people, by the way. I love the Canadian people, but they're nasty. Why even throw in the total lie of like I love Canadians, but they're nasty, nasty government, nasty country. But I like them. It's like what is that? What kind? Nobody's fooled by that. Like what is that? That's just like bizarre.
Nasty. People think Canada, they're nasty. People, I love the people, but they're nasty. Nasty leadership. And Mexico, they all did it to us. But now that doesn't work anymore because we turned the table on everybody, and that's why you're seeing numbers like you've never seen before this week.
Okay. Well, that's the end of the clip. I mean, he must be speaking to obviously like his fan base. People who, if I told them to their face everything he's saying is a total sham and a total lie, and he's actually done perhaps the most damage to the United States than anyone in history, I don't think these people would really hear what I'm saying or listen. Also, is he calling Canadians nasty because Canadians have the gall to stand up for yourselves? Is that why you're not? How dare you? How dare you, Canadians? How dare you have a problem with being treated horribly? How dare you have a problem with being insulted continually, threatened continually? Man, I can't believe Canadians have the audacity to say you don't like that and to actually do something about it. At least I guess that's what Donald Trump thinks. I guess. So apparently Mark Carney has responded to this, which I would very much like to hear, like what this Canadian Prime Minister, what he has to say, because this is man, that is an outrageous clip. That is it. I thought the tariff rant was getting me mad. Then he calls Canadians nasty people. Like, what are. I can't believe Canada is, like, willing to do anything with us at this point. Like, I hate to say it. As an American, I want, like, a mutually beneficial relationship with Canada. I want what's best for both of us. But it's like, I couldn't possibly blame you at this point for wanting nothing to do with us. I mean, nasty? Coming from Trump, that's funny. He's calling other people nasty. That's funny. What's Mark Carney got to say about this? Jeez.
The whatever adjective is used, yes, we're standing up for Canadian workers, for Canadian businesses.
Whatever. Man, it's like a total reverse. Like you go from watching Donald Trump to watching Mark Carney, and it like messes with your brain, especially as an American. It's like, whoa, whoa, I can understand this guy, and he's not making crazy shapes with his mouth. He's normal. He's actually well spoken. It's like this is what it can be like. You can have a leader that's like coherent.
The whatever adjective is used, yes.
Whatever. Again, he's very diplomatic, which is, I guess it's good Canada has Mark Carney for like his temperament, because God knows I would be triggered off the face of the earth if I had to hear it, like if I was hearing this stuff. I mean, I already am. I am triggered. And that's like you need someone with who's ready to be extremely composed, and he's a good representative of Canada in that respect, and even with his like verbiage of like whatever adjective maybe nasty called you nasty. That's what it was. That's the adjective.
So we're standing up for Canadian workers, for Canadian businesses, as we always have from the start. And from the start, our focus has been on what we can control, and that's investing in protecting our jobs, investing
Sure.
in the future, And you see a great demonstration of that here, making carbon neutral aluminum, the first.
I don't know where they are, but it's not even that difficult to talk about all the reasons Donald Trump and him calling Canadians nasty is insane. Um, but yeah, I like this. He's basically saying the obvious of like Canada is gonna do what's best for Canada, not gonna take some bad trade deal, not gonna put up with bullying, and yeah, gonna think about Canada's workers, because God knows Donald Trump is not. So I totally commend and agree, like, Canada has to do what's best for you. And it looks like that's what you're doing. And somehow that's making Donald Trump extremely mad. Somehow that makes you nasty. The United States, we can do whatever we want. We can do America first. We are going to do what's best for the US. That's fine when we do it, but when Canadians do it, it's nasty. It's which is beyond hypocritical.
Demonstration plant in the world in order to make carbon neutral aluminum. That's a partnership between Rio Tinto, another company, but the government of Quebec and the government of Canada, all working together seamlessly. I was making an analogy in terms of it's hard to distinguish between the firms that from the Saguenay, the electrical firms, the construction firms, other firms that are working seamlessly with the core team from Rio Tinto.
I don't I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what all these projects are. Sounds good. He's obviously there. It's obvious Mark Carney was at like the groundbreaking or the opening or of an ongoing construction project, and he's really there to champion this initiative, and he doesn't want to be talking about Donald Trump and him calling Canadians nasty. He doesn't want to bring the attention away from this awesome like Canadian project or whatever. And I get that.
And I think that's what we're seeing in this industry and throughout. Last point, which is that you've seen now the start of the transformation in the economy just beginning to show up in the numbers.
Okay.
We're creating jobs at twice the rate of the United States. We have foreign direct investment twice the rate of our nearest G7 competitor, which is.
It's interesting how in the US all you hear about are like stupid tariffs and the war with Iran. Like you don't hear about any of our real problems. Like w- Americans and the American government is not even focused on our real problems. We're so distracted with Donald Trump and trying to not let him destroy the future of America. We can't even focus on things like it'd be so nice to be able to focus on stuff like this, creating jobs, like changing healthcare or education. Whatever happened to that stuff in the US?
The United States. We are seeing growth pick up in this quarter. And most fundamentally, what we're seeing is business investment beginning to pick up. And that's because we've kept focused on what we can control. And we have what the world wants, which includes the greatest workers in the world.
Okay, he's kind of getting back at whatever Trump is saying by sort of ignoring Trump's statement, not really acknowledging him too much, while at the same time talking about how much success and how much good things are going for Canada, how bright the future looks for Canada, which is sort of his way of giving a middle finger to the US and Trump, being like, "Oh, is that what Trump said? Okay, well, I'm going to tell you about all these awesome things that are happening in Canada and how great things are going, the investments coming in." And so, yeah, that's what I think about Canada, and I think that is a very good response. That's a good way to handle it, and effective. Lastly, I want to take a look at something I saw on Facebook randomly from this I Love Canada page. I didn't understand it at the time. Now I understand. Now I get it. It says, "Yes, I'm a nasty Canadian, and I'm very proud of it." With like a Canadian goose holding a flag, a Canada flag. It says nasty. It's like, now I get it. That's funny. It's like, and it's kind of like using Trump's stupid insult against him, where it's like, yeah, all right, you think we're I'll show you how nasty we can be, Trump. Like, I think that's a cool attitude. Some Canadians on Facebook we're having here, so that's cool. Yeah, wow, what a massive disappointment to see from the President of the United States. I think I've been pretty clear about that. It's just disappointing that it just feels like this stuff happens all the time, and it's going to keep happening, and all you can do is, like, from Canada's point of view, ignore it and or call it out for what it is, crazy, and just focus on Canada. Canada is focusing on Canada, not getting caught up in all this drama. Trump, it's like Trump just wants to create drama. It's so, man, it doesn't feel great to be an American led by Donald Trump right now. It doesn't feel great because it's like, where is our country going? Where, like, what direction are we going? What do we have to look forward to? You know, comparing it to what Mark Carney was saying about Canada. Like, this is what we have to look forward to for like 2 more years? Donald Trump ranting about nonsense? I guess. And, you know, we did that to ourselves with our own election. So I guess that's what we deserve. But hopefully, I don't know, whether it takes 2 years or sooner, or hopefully things can change or get a little better, or so. I don't know. I don't know. But this was something. That's all I can say about that. This was something. So anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment, especially if you're Canadian, and you know your thoughts about all this nasty business, nasty talk. That'd be interesting to hear about. If you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canadian things, you know, from my American perspective, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.